You're very welcome to NBS Health Extra. My name is Olivia Ziwa, and of course, we are at TAIMEX Nutrition Center with Dr. Ismal Tamale, who has the perfect solution to whatever you're struggling with. Do you have a disease that you can't quite tell what it is, what the cause it is, or what you can possibly do to prevent it? We just might have some good news for you today. Stick around. What if you could just end whatever issue you have with your health with just a slight change in your diet today? Dr. Ismail is here to tell us exactly how. You're very welcome, Doctor. How are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you very much, and good evening, viewers. And thank you very much for tuning on NBS at this hour to know about your health. As the moderator has introduced me, Dr. Tamale Ismail from TAIMEX Nutrition Center. And here at TAIMEX Nutrition Center, we represent Dr. Peter Diadamo, who is based in the United States of America. And what we do is what we call scientific, personalized, individualized nutrition. Maybe for viewers who have just tuned in, if you look at that video, it shows you exactly what we do and how we do it. When somebody comes here at TAIMEX Nutrition Center, the first thing we do is to determine your blood group in a very simple, fast, high-tech formation, which takes you about less than a minute. Now, to determine the blood group, really, why we are taking that blood sample from you is to determine your blood group. I repeat, at TAIMEX Nutrition Center, we don't check for diseases in the blood. So don't come
no
here.
HIV tests.
So don't come here worried, oh no, we are always looking for your blood group. That's all. And that's what those antigens are going to do. Now, when we finish getting your blood group, we do a lot of measurements, as you can see on your body system. We measure the angles of your jaws, the size of your fingers, the lower leg, the upper leg. Then we also look at your pressure readings. We also test your sugar levels. Then after that, when we get your measurements, which we combine with the blood group, we determine your genotype. Now, before even determining the genotype, we also look at your weight. Height, is your weight and height in rhythm? Are they, you have the correct body mass index. Then after that, we find out the fats you have. Are they the fats you're supposed to have, or you have them in excess? We look at the water retention, the amount of water in your body system. Is it the amount of water you're supposed to have in your body system or not? Now, why we test for all these is there is no way you can treat somebody, any disease, when he has some of the parameters already off. You cannot treat any disease when somebody is obese. Somebody is supposed to be 90 kilograms, somebody is supposed to be 70 kilograms, he's 95. And he's claiming he's treating arthritis, he's treating obesity, he's treating diabetes. You cannot treat, you cannot cure, because the body system is already overburdened. That's why we do those preliminary things to find out, are you healthy? People come when they're complaining of diseases, when actually by the time you go through the whole exercise, he's diabetic, but he doesn't know he has diabetes. His sugar levels are 17, 18, 20. Some people come here when the pressure is 200 and says, I'm going to body plane, I'm going to Nairobi tomorrow. Tell him you can't go. So that's why we here at TAIMEX Nutrition Center, we do what we call a holistic approach to the whole of your body system. Then after getting your genotype, we shall tell you what foods to eat and not to eat. Say the foods to eat are the one which work as medicine in your body system. And those not to eat are the ones which act as poison in your body system. Then we also show you what exercise are you supposed to be doing. Many people over there, you are busy doing exercises. Some get...
But the wrong one.
Of course. Some get relief, others say they'll never go back to the gym, others say I'm tired of exercise. Exercises are according to body system. If you are doing exercise without taking consideration to your body system, they are not going to help you. Those are the people you find coming from the gym and say, I will never go back. Why? You are doing exercises. Come back when they wake up in the morning when they are very tired. Why? You are doing exercises which are not compatible to your body system.
Oh.
So when you come here, I'll tell you what exercise to do.
Right.
Then also, according to your body system, we show you how should you move your body system, your life. Every body system has a method, a methodology of controlling stress, fighting stress, and treating stress with yourself without taking any medication. As long as you come to TAIMEX Nutrition Center, we show you where your stress profile lies and how you can avoid it, and if it comes, how you can go over it. Now, if you finish all that, then we introduce you to things like food layering, food combination, water consumption, what is the best way to consume water, and all these other things. That is only for 110,000 shillings. However, if you have an ailment, I have diabetes, I have pressure, I have joint pains, arthritis, I have this, I have the other, ulcers, then we introduce you to some of our food supplements. But as we've been telling you, for us selling food supplements is not the major issue. The supplements here, you take them when you have a condition.
Yes.
Number two, the supplements at TAIMEX Nutrition Center are taken once in a lifetime. It's not like they are going to be taking supplements throughout your life. Don't get worried. You take them only for 30 days, follow your diet, and that will be the end of the ailment that one may be having. So that is what we do here at TAIMEX Nutrition Center. Then we introduce to you the foods we have told you to eat, because many occasions you tell people you are supposed to take a quinoa. He says, what is quinoa? So in our food store there is quinoa. We'll show you what quinoa is. We are supposed to take a green tea. What is green tea and how should it be taken? We are supposed to take olive oil. What is olive oil and how should it be taken? Because many people are busy spending their money buying some of these foods and using them very badly. So we show you, we walk you through all that. But of course, as you see, the food supplements, the prices vary. For example, if you have diabetes, the supplement costs you about 710, pressure 800,000, ulcers 600,000. But the good thing is that you take the supplements once in a
your lifetime.
You don't need them again as long as you continue eating the right foods.
Right.
For viewers who have just joined us, TAIMEX Nutrition Center, we are found on Nassau Road. The building is called Conrad Plaza. Conrad Plaza, the word Conrad Plaza is not on the building, but if you look up there, you'll say word Aptech. You know, it is called Aptech building, but it's called Conrad Plaza. But you find Aptech there. Come to the first floor. You come to the second floor and ask for TAIMEX Nutrition Center. In case you get stuck, you can always call our numbers as they are coming on the screen. 0758 819 952 and 0778. That's one of MTN. You can also call it if you get stuck. For people who are in Western Uganda, you don't need to scramble to come to Kampala. We have a branch in Mbarara on a street called Mbarara High Street, just opposite the post office. There is a new building called Amazon House. Come to Amazon House, first floor if you are in the Western region, and then you'll be served. At TAIMEX Nutrition Center, basically what we do, unlike other forms of treatment you have seen, here we train you to be a doctor for your own self.
All right.
We show you how you can take charge of your health so that people should not understand your health for you. You must understand it first.
That's right.
What we do
and
here.
it starts with you knowing your genotype.
Exactly.
Explain to somebody that probably has no idea what the word genotype is and the genotype diet. To be specific.
Fine. Okay. When the research was beginning, I think you have heard so many people making noise there about blood group diet. Now, blood group diet is no longer, is over. What we mean, initially it was all about blood group. Blood group diet, those are the ones you find, those people who are good at surfing, you can go to the internet, you find blood group diet. That was the beginning of the research in 1997. Blood group diet, that's why you have these books like Eat Right for Your Type. Some of you have bought some of these books by Dr. Peter Diadamo. But now, as the research went on in 2004, the research was done and it included other parameters. Apart from the interaction of the food and the body system, then there was also looking at the particular body system, their stress profiles and so on. Then in 2010, that's when the genotype diet was rolled out. Now, when we go to genotype, for people who can, if you want to understand it very quickly, a human being has 30,000 genes. There's a gene for the eye, for the mouth, for the feet, that's why you see everybody's eyes look different and so on. So there's a gene responsible for each of those. Now, here when we are doing the genotype, we are trying to look at what we call, scientifically we call it phenotypes. Phenotypes are the observable genetic characteristics you can see on a human being. You can look at his head. Some people's head are oval, others are like those of a braid, others are like balls. So all those show you the genetic formations of these balls. So we look at the observable genetic characteristics of the human being. Those are the measurements you saw in the earlier video, and also we combine them with the blood group. Blood group is one gene. Blood is just one gene out of the 30,000. So we come with the genotype. So you may be a blood group O plus, hunter, another will be blood group O plus, gatherer, another one can be O plus, explorer. Those three people, the foods differ. So for every blood group, we have three genotypes which come out. So you don't say that, oh, this one is the O plus, is eating this, and short of it is. No, that was before. But now we are at an advanced stage. That's why you see when the critics of the blood group diet still think of the blood group diet, which is now even over. We are no longer using it. We are now on what we call the genotype diet. So that is the difference. So the genotypes, of course, are a more perfect diet than a blood group diet, which was the beginning of the research.
Right. Okay. So say, looking back at the previous generations, Doctor, we had, you know, people live really healthy and for a very long period of time. But yet so much has changed over the years, and I don't think they were going about with the spin, with the genotype kind of diet. Where do you think we get it all wrong, and is it of any benefit to us?
Of course, when we talk of the condition of the previous generation, in fact, you don't even need to go to the condition of the previous generation. Let's go to the people in the urban, in the rural areas. Let's go, if you drive miles and go to a deep remote area like in Tuetwe, and maybe you get men who are between 50 years and 70, and you put them on parade. Then you drive around and go in some of these so flashy supermarkets in Kampala, these markets and so on. Just get men.
The same age?
No. Now you don't even get the same age.
Oh, no.
Get men between 30 and 40 and 50. Just that age bracket, between 30 and 50. Make an identification parade and try to check them. These men in Kampala here, in the urban areas, between 30 and 45 and 50, either one who has diabetes, others have pressure, others have ulcers, others have sinuses, others, they have all sorts of ailments. These men here you get in the villages, between age 40 and even 60, you find they are very normal.
They're okay.
Why? That is the condition of the previous years they're talking about. Why? In the rural areas, there is, first of all, people work. Our body system, that's why here in urban areas, you have to pay to go for a gym to run exercise. In the urban areas, gym is part of the day.
Right.
They are working, digging, fetching water, walk miles and so on, and riding bicycles and so on and so on.
Right.
Number two, people in rural areas, most of them, because of the limitation of resources, they don't fry their foods. They don't have money to buy milk. They don't have there is nothing like a wheat in the rural areas. Yet in the urban areas, which is the order of the day. Okay. It's very difficult to find somebody in the rural areas taking pork every day. In the town, people retire from office to pork points every day. So all these parameters make the people in the rural areas more healthier than the people who are in the urban areas. Because of one, the lifestyle strategies, they may not be eating the right foods, but that exercise work they are doing, the work they are doing, then the lack of availability of what the so-called people in the urban areas call good eating, which is actually poison eating. See, for them, they don't have it there. So you find somebody, they just wake up, they take this tea, mujaja, without even sugar, with some sweet potatoes, he goes and digs and does his work. Here somebody is taking sausages, bread with blue band, is taking pork, is taking beer, whiskey in the fridge. So all this is that's why you see there are more diseases developing up from the urban areas than in the rural areas. And that explains the condition of the previous generation. So the condition of the previous generation, they did not have there were no ACs, they were not frying things, they would dry their meat, they would work a lot. Secondly, even oxygen distribution. A man stands in Kampala Road and is sharing oxygen with the motor vehicles, with the border borders. A man stands in a village, in a bush. All that bush is supplying oxygen to him. And of course, the more oxygen you have, the better, more healthier you are. So those are some of the few things that you look at to compare the previous generation and the current generation. That's why people who are now, today, in this generation, if you don't follow the scientific nutrition, there is no way. Diseases is the way.
Yeah, well,
So
and
that is it.
We don't want to be caught in this whole mess, especially when we can do something about it. You now have our attention, Doctor. Well, we're still at TAIMEX Nutrition Center. In a little bit, we'll be talking about something that has probably skipped the attention of lots of us in the name of, oh, that's just pain. That's in a bit.